We're asked to solve this equation for f of sub 2, f2. Now, one of the reasons I pick this is that when we look at this, we do want to remember that even though these look the same, they're all f's, there is a difference between f1, and f2. And there's a lot of equations that do use that nomenclature. For instance, the slope equation, x1 minus x2. There's a lot of practical applications where you would have more than one of a certain type of variable. And so they're going to use it as 1 and 2 to show it's the same variable, but they're different instances of it. Kind of the slope equation. We have 2 points. They're both x and y points, but they're different instances of it. So in this case, I want to solve for f of 2. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by this denominator because I'm hoping to kind of get it maybe by itself. So I'm going to get f1 plus f2 equals f1, f2. I need to get the f2's on one side so I can isolate them. So I'm going to distribute over here. I have f1 plus f2 equals f1, f2. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract this f2 from both sides, because then I have f1 equals f1, f2 minus f2. Now what I can do at this point is I'm trying to get just this term. So I'm going to factor it out. And that's what I did is I'm trying to isolate it, but I'm isolating it through factoring. So over here, f1, I'm going to pull out this f2, leave me here f1 minus f. And then I can divide by this. So then f2 equals f1 over f1 minus f. So this would be my rewritten equation. And why would you want to do this? Well, I do Excel spreadsheets all the time for various things that I'm pulling down. And depending on what I'm solving for, I usually want it to give me one output. So depending on what output I'm looking for, I would want it solved for something different. So then I can just repeat. I wouldn't want to repeatedly solve it. I want to be able to just use one. So that's the reason you do that, because it makes input easier depending on what you're repeatedly solving for. So hopefully this helps you set this up and kind of gives you some practice that the fact that even though they look all the same, they're not, and it can be very tempting to end up putting them together. It's also easy to lose subscripts and to make mistakes, so definitely lots to watch for in problems like this.